What is up, my cancer-ridden Cubans? Today is Che Guevara's birthday. I don't know why that's important, but it is. Top 10 hottest revolutionaries ever. Anyways, aside from that, today I'm doing a bit of a different video from the last two. I decided that every Friday I'm gonna do a cryptid profile. If you don't know what a cryptid is, it's a. Let me just pull out the fucking Wikipedia page for what a cryptid is. Cryptids are animals that cryptozoologists believe may exist somehow in the wild, but whose present existence is disputed or unsubstantiated by science. So basically, like what's it called? So basically, a fucking the Bigfoot, the Loch Ness monster, Chupacabra, Mothman, that shit, you know. So you know. Believe that evidence!
It is touching the truth.
Before we look at the evidence, let's just, give a quick overview. So the Loch Ness Monster is located in Loch Ness, Scotland. It was first sighted in 1933 by the Spicer family, of course ignoring the St. Columba account, which is highly dubious, and I personally believe it's total bullshit. And it was not even in the Lake Loch Ness; it was in the River Ness. The last sighting was in 2024. You get new images every year they're bullshit. Uh, when it comes to description, uh, the collective current viewing of the Loch Ness Monster is a long-necked plesiosaur-like creature with smooth black skin, 4 flippers, and optional humps. But before like 1930 something, that was nothing. I think the first time that version of the monster was spotted was in 1934 by Arthur Grant, who was riding a motorcycle, and said he almost ran it over. But in 1932, there was a sighting of a fucking camel or alpaca type shit crossing the road by some lady. And the one that kickstarted it all, in 1933, the most famous one, the Spicer family account, where they claim to have seen what's it called, a fucking blob type creature with a long neck and a little penis thingy on the side. I don't know what when you see sketches, Mr. Spicer believed it was a tail, while his wife thought it was another creature hitching a ride on it. I personally believe it was a penis, and they say it. The circumstances, though, they were coming back from watching King Kong. That'll be important later. You also got the little otter motherfucker looking version of the Loch Ness monster. You got, of course, the blob, of course, the plesiosaur. You got the camel version. You got the seahorse type thingy that was seen in the 50s by a carpenter. Let's get right into the evidence. Let's start with the most famous piece of evidence, the surgeon's photo. Fun fact about this photo, it was not taken by a surgeon, it was taken by a gynecologist. So just so you know, the most famous evidence of a cryptid, of one of the most famous cryptids, was taken by a pussy doctor. And fun fact about this image, it's a cropped. The one you see here is a cropped version. It was originally a lot bigger. The whole image even shows a bit of the shore of the loch. And the you know what the reason is for why they cropped it? Because it looked too small. The Daily Mail wanted it to look intimidating because yes, this picture was used by the Daily Mail. I'm giving this image more and more credibility as I go. I know, I know. I really don't understand why people still claim that it's such great evidence because in the 1990s, two stepbrothers claimed that they were the ones who they were the ones who made the hoax. They claimed it was a hoax to get back at the Daily Mail for what's it called firing their father, a big game hunter named Marduk Wetherelm, who was fired because interesting things. I'm not gonna get into that. That story for a different time. But they fired him for lying. So they didn't want their last names to be associated with the photo, so they got gynecologist Robert K. Wilson to do it, and he went along because he just wanted to do a fucking prank. Then you got Tony Doc Shields. I don't know what to say about Tony Doc Shields. I love this man. I absolutely fucking love him. But his image looks like a fucking Muppet. The, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Doc Shields, but that's a fucking Muppet. No wonder the image got the name the fucking Loch Ness Muppet. And he said that the image he has, that's a fucking trunk of a bigger squid-like fucking creature. I'm sorry for swearing so much, but I don't know what. Look at this fucking thing. Look at it. There's also the iconic 1970s underwater photos, which are holy fucking shit. They're horrifying. Like, as someone with thalassophobia, these send shivers down my spine. Yes, they probably are fake. Like the one with the whole body. That's just it was proven that the creature is 5 centimeters. That the subject is 5 centimeters long, and it was taken when the camera was in contact with the loch floor. The Loch Ness gargoyle. It's just a piece of rotting wood, and the flipper. That's just enhanced. That shit is just enhanced from absolutely nothing of the muddy lock floor. There's also the Densdale film, which is some rare video evidence of the monster. Too bad it's recorded by somebody who was obsessed with the thing. Uh, and it's probably a case of pareidolia because this thing looks like a boat. Funny thing, the tip of the so-called monster looks suspiciously man-shaped. You know? There's also the O'Connor, which is the most Irish last name ever, photo from 1960. I don't have much to say about it aside from it's fucking horrifying. This is creepy. As someone who already has fear of any kind of body of water, uh, this is fucking horrifying. It's probably a plastic bag and a stick, but man had to be in the water with the creature to take this photo. That man has balls. Okay, ex- that part is explained by the Irish thing. There's also the McNabb photo. Aside from the fact that the photographer's last name is fucking McNabb, I love that last name. It's nothing really special. It's probably it's either a wave of a boat, uh, because it looks identical to a wave, or there's also some. It's also just said that it was a fabrication. that he overlaid a different photo onto his own. And there are two of these uh, from two different angles, and his claim that the creature was traveling really fast, not really visible in these photos because they were taken sometime apart and the thing has not moved at all. But ignoring all that, it's a beautiful photo. Holy fucking shit, I love it. it, it There's also an even earlier photo than the surgeon's photo. Hugh Gray's. It's probably a swan with its neck underwater, or his dog. It's not all that convincing. It looks like something's fucking drowning, and for something that would be in the loch so long, does not really seem like it would drown. It's probably a duck or something.